Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call of attendance. Here. Here. Here.
Here.
Okay, this meeting of December 15, 2025 is being held in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, and notices of this meeting have been provided via the email to the Press of Atlantic City, the Daily Journal on November 9, 2024, as well as been posted on the bulletin board at the Borough Hall and on our website. So this evening we have a couple of items to go over my report. The first one being a proclamation for Jerry Marinacci, and declaring today, December 15, 2025, as Jerry Marinacci Day in the Borough of Buena. As I had stated in the previous meeting, Jerry passed away suddenly a little over a month ago at his home. He served in multiple positions in Buena Borough and was just a terrific individual. His brother texted me today he would not be able to attend. He lives in Pennsylvania. I think they had like 8 inches of snow, and if any of his friends were here, I was going to try to present the proclamation to them. So what I'm going to do is still declare this today and read it publicly, because it's the thing to do. And then what I'll do, council, is maybe on a later date have the family here for the presentation of the proclamation. And it states as the following: proclamation honoring Jerry Marinacci and declaring December 15th, 2025 as Jerry Marinacci Day in the Borough of Buena. This proclamation honors Jerry Marinacci, a man of his time that gave of his time, his skill, and his steady presence to Buena Borough, and who made people feel valued by the way he treated them. Whereas Jerry spent 25 years teaching at the Bridgeton High School, offering students practical skills and patient guidance, and giving them the sense that someone was in their corner. And whereas Jerry was the kind of friend that we relied on. He listened, he showed up, he shared small routines, small jokes, simple moments that made people feel supported. He made everything easier by just being himself, and he carried those friendships with care. And whereas Jerry served Buena Borough as an emergency management coordinator and on the land use board and the BBMUA, he approached every role with his calm judgment and level of reliability that people depended on. And whereas he helped create the borough-wide radio communication system, reflecting both his technical ability and his commitment to keeping this community safe. And whereas Jerry was an advanced class amateur radio operator and a member of the American Radio Relay League, an instructor for licensing classes across Cumberland and Atlantic counties, and he was the founder of the Buena Amateur Radio Club, where he supported new and experienced operators and helped maintain repeaters across South Jersey. And whereas Jerry had a way of showing his kindness that felt natural, he checked in on people, he shared food, tools, stories, and small things that made the day easier. He noticed when someone needed help and stepped in without waiting to help out. And whereas Buena Borough misses him, his loss is felt in the office and in the community, and the many routines and moments that were part of his everyday. What remains is the good he left behind and the example he set. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Joseph Baruffi, Mayor of Buena Borough, proclaim December 15, 2025 as Jerry Marinacci Day in the Borough of Buena, and ask the residents to remember his service, his kindness, and his steady way he supported the people around him. Dated this day on December 15, 2025. So, again, Jerry will long be remembered. He was one of those people that are rare. that you find. And again, I know this governing body thought the world of him. Many other people, some of you out there that are sitting, got to meet him. And I'll tell you what, he really was a one of a kind, and I know he's up there with our Lord today, looking down on us and now praying for us. So again, it's a great day to honor Jerry. Thank you for listening. Next on the agenda, we have a speaker, Dr. John from High Grass Farms. Do you want to come up to the speaker? That we asked Dr. John to come here tonight to update the Borough Council and the public on the progress of his business. I missed the affair. I again apologize. I had a death in the family, so I was pretty preoccupied. But I heard it was a success and that you're moving leaps and bounds forward. So the mic is yours.
I'm sorry we've been so busy. I didn't hear about Jerry. He's a wonderful person. Hard to follow that, but just that news. But still, well observed. I want to say happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas coming up way too quick. Yeah. So I'll just start off. It's been 14 months now we've been in operations, and we're still here, which is good. This is a tough industry, believe it or not. I think this industry posed a lot of, it's going to be, take off in no time, this or that. Tough industry. We have a good foothold. We've got a great reputation, and especially there, and I think it went around town pretty quickly. We had Jim Belushi in town on, in town definitely on Monday, and then around South Jersey on Tuesday yet before he had to go up to New York for stuff. All that wonderful celebrity stuff. I think a couple people saw him on Good Morning America, other stuff that next day. This is a relationship that we built, and this, like anything in ag, nothing goes quickly. Last April 23rd, we met with his CEO, Greg Steinberg, for the first time. Didn't realize at that point that they'd been interviewing, trying to find a cultivator for a couple months, and he came and met with us through a mutual acquaintance, said, why don't you meet with him, just show him your place, and got a chance to meet the whole crew, but Mike and Lou, Lou's over here, Mike over here. 7 weeks later, 6 weeks later, we had an agreement. 7 weeks later, we were starting to grow their genetics. So we're their exclusive grower for Belushi's farm, Blues Brothers brand, and Big Sur Holy Weed, which are all under Belushi's farm. So it's a big step up for us having a celebrity brand, and it was a celebrity brand that kind of matched us, was authentic to what we are. So happy to bring that. We're, I'll be completely, you know me, I tend to be too transparent sometimes. We may actually turn a profit for the first time month after month this month. Hopefully. Okay, so it'll be good. But it's a great, it's a great opportunity for us, for the town too, to have a celebrity like that in our midst, as we're his exclusive partner in New Jersey. So just a lot going on, and publicly I want to thank Jim Corella and Bellevue Winery. They were absolutely amazing in this. Fazolares, we had lunch over there with Belushi and the whole crew. Taste of Earth, and just lots of good people around this town that helped us pull this off and everything. And I'm just going to say, with all of this and where we're at, and to all of the town that supported us, it takes a village. It did with this event. It does with lots of things. And that's why we're here at this day, because it takes a village, and Buena Borough has been that village for us, and we do appreciate it. So if there's any questions from anyone, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'm going to let you get on with the meeting and do that. It's great to be here. I've been absent for a while, so my apologies, but also, again, happy holidays to everybody.
Same to you, sir.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
No, okay,
And thank you for coming to Buena Borough with your business.
It was,
I'm sure all of us.
we had fun the other night, didn't we? It was a long night.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you, John.
Okay.
I have a couple items under my report. The first item I wanted to report was I did receive correspondence from the Atlantic County Utilities Authority Unfortunately, in accordance with the recycling collection services for Buena Borough, the contract costs will increase by 3%, reflecting the September 2025 CPIU rate in place of the October 2025 rate. So effective March 1st, 2026, the annual fee for recycling collection will be at $61,767.15. The trash collection is also going up, effective February 1st, 2026, will be at $220,456.65. And they have the full charge at $207.70. And this came from the president, Matt Donato. Bill and I will be meeting with them sometime before the end of the year to discuss again our recycling and our trash collection. As I have mentioned last year, I really was eager to go to another system because the county gave me hopes that they were going to go to a one-truck stop pickup, which would have meant substantial savings. I know our neighbors of Franklin Township have it, and they're met with a lot of savings, and it's something, again,
Not get the trucks for this year, I was told, so it puts a further delay. So I'm going to be looking into that, seeing how long the contract lasts, Mr. Solicitor, how much time, if we can go to another source to get this type of trash pickup to save our taxpayers money. I wouldn't mind investigating or having you investigate that, and I could get back to this body and maybe open up the contract, if we can, and either renegotiate or go to another collector that could offer that service. Because I'm not just talking about little dollars here, I'm talking about some major dollars that we all can use as tax relief money. So I'm going to let the council know this is one of my goals in 2026 to pursue. So we may or may not have a change in this coming year. But I will work on that and do my best to see that that happens. Secondly, I wanted to report on a meeting that our Streets and Road Supervisor, Bill Niemeyer, had and I at the Atlantic County Northfield County office regarding the pre-construction meeting of Brewster Road. We attended that, and the road that they're talking about in the section would be from Plock Farms right past Triton Glass. That was all cut up with new gas lines a few years back. So finally they got everything finished with the gas company, and now they're going to be going in there and doing their work. They said it would start on January 5th. It would take about, I guess, 3 or 4 months of a process of working at that, and they will repave that section of the road. Also, the cost factors in there. And I think it's estimated about $800,000 that this project's costing the county to do. So that is just that portion for now. However, we did hold a meeting. The county head engineer, Mr. DeMeo, was kind enough to afford a meeting, a private meeting with myself, Mr. Niemeyer, and another engineer called, his name is Joe Cagino. The Caginos from Landisville, he was related to. It's funny how you meet people. And Joe has been heavily involved with Brewster Road. He actually showed us a whole slideshow, correct, Bill? From Route 40 all the way past Wheat Road to Gardella's. So they're very aware of some major potholes and poor areas for especially public safety. My disappointment came because I got the letter from County Executive last year, Dennis Levinson, that road was going to be redone in its entirety, and they told me they didn't have the money in this coming year's budget. So after much persistence from myself and Bill, they agreed that they would look at special funding from Route 40 to Forest Grove Road. So at this time, we're waiting on the minutes and the notes from that meeting, but we're going to be pursuing, especially that section is very, very bad. And I told them they're the ones that are going to be accountable if something happens. tragically, because they've been put on notice between Bill, myself, and right now, this is not acceptable. That road hasn't been repaved since 1982. So I think it's time. And again, this is on the agenda, guys, for 2026, and ladies, that we're going to be pursuing, and we will stay on that. Lastly, I met today, Councilwoman Andalura had called me, I guess the other day. She got notice from our longtime director of the Spanish-speaking People's Community Center in Landisville that's been here some 53 years, that the funding for that center was cut by the Department of Children and Families Southern Business Office in West Deptford. So when Pat heard that news, she called me immediately. She says, we have to regroup and speak with Mrs. Munoz. Today we had a meeting here at Borough Hall with her, an emergency meeting. She gave me data, and data along with Pat. And since it was the state, I immediately contacted Assembly Hutchinson's office. His chief of staff got back to me within an hour. He was on a phone conversation with Mrs. Munoz. And the good news is I talked to the assemblyman about 45 minutes before tonight's meeting, and that his office and the state are on this tomorrow. They're going to be coming down to meet with Mrs. Munoz as soon as they can, and their goal is to restore the money, and Pat and I have the various areas that were cut, to restore that money back so we could provide, and not only borough residents, this is Buena Vista Township members, anybody from Atlantic County. So this not only affects this office, but affects an office in Atlantic City that they have. So layoff notices, Lydia had to put them out today. And services, I got to tell you, the lady, there's another terrific special person, Lydia Munoz, for the record. She's done a lot for the community and the surrounding communities, and at her age, they brought her back. She had retired, and now she's the director again. And then this transpires, and she's actually doing work and providing services out of her own goodness of her heart. She's not getting paid for it. So she's very humble, and I know she'd kill me. She knew I said that tonight. But I'm going to say it anyway, that there's a lot of good yet left in life in this state. So Lydia, I called her afterwards that we're fighting for this, and I'm happy to say our legislators in the 4th District are on this, and I'll give council an update at its next meeting next year, early next year. So that was sort of a surprise that took us off guard. Other than that, that concludes my report. So at this time, we're going to go to the public portion. Let me, each speaker will be allowed 5 minutes if they'd like to speak. So I need a motion to open the public portion. Motion Andalura, second Garcia, roll call vote.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Okay, at this time, anyone wishing to address the mayor and council, please step to the podium and state your name and address for the record.
Good evening. My name
Good evening.
is Alex DiMattia. I'm new to the area, but not new to the state. I have Ricky's Garage under contract. I'm purchasing Ricky's Garage. I'm sure you guys are familiar. He's a landmark.
He called me today and told me to expect him.
So I just wanted to show my face. I'm in the due diligence process currently with the project. If all goes well, which it looks like it will, January 16th we'll make settlement. When I say we, it's my wife Nancy and myself and my younger son Tony. I have an auto repair shop in Pennsylvania. I've had for 43 years. I have a little place in Ocean City, and this is my drive. I come through Buena to get to Ocean City. So we were driving, and I saw Ricky's. And I have an old garage myself in Pennsylvania. It was built in '55, and Ricky's kind of reminds me of it. So my plan is to continue the use. I talked to Valerie in zoning,
Yes.
and she explained about the non-conforming use, and that's similar to what I have in Pennsylvania. I have an old gas station that's actually zoned residential, non-conforming use. It's been that way since 1955. So I plan to continue the use at Ricky's. I don't plan to open it immediately. As you guys are aware, it's two separate buildings
Yes.
joined together. Currently, he's operating out of the whole place. Ricky's tired. I met him. He's tired. His son's tired. The place, it shows. What I want to do is I want to go in there and I want to clean the place up. Any permits that I need, I'll for sure come to the borough. But I want to start by giving the place a facelift. I want to get rid of all the stuff out front, all the stuff out back that's just been laying for years and years and years. I want to spruce the place up and give it a facelift.
Nice.
I'd like to continue the use of auto repairs and add a little bit more. My son and I, we work on a little bit of equipment, some small farm equipment, some small, to medium-sized trucks. And I plan to bring some stuff down to do the renovations. I want to bring a truck and trailer with a scissor lift so I can be inside and clean and replace all the lighting, replace some lighting outside, check the roof, just basic repairs. I don't even know the name of the side street, forgive me, but I plan to put a buffer along that side street, some greenery, some emerald green or green giant arborvitae along there, clean up the place, and just keep it the way it's going. But I wanted to show my face. Little towns, you get some new activity, people call and say, hey, what's going on over there? So I just wanted to address the board and see if you had any questions for me that I could answer.
I have a question
Yes, sir.
for the solicitor, though. Should he be weary of closing and then reopening? And is there something to do with the zoning or continued use, just on his behalf?
I think that if it's a continued use, this closing for renovations is not a discontinuation of that use, but I don't represent you. I will
Yeah.
talk to your attorney, who will probably say the same thing, and I'm sure the board would say it as well.
It's just something that popped into my head, thinking that if you close it, maybe then you got to jump through more hoops to reopen, so
I think
maybe ask those questions.
I think that the intent is not to discontinue the use, it's just to renovate, so I don't think that
Renovate,
that's
clean it
right.
up.
I talked to Valerie about that, and there is a time period.
There are.
In Pennsylvania, it's a year. If it's closed for a year and a day, you lose your use.
Okay.
But I will, as the solicitor said, I will contact a New Jersey attorney just to be on the same page.
Yeah, and Valerie's pretty sharp, so she gave you a time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do plan to keep Ricky's phone number, okay? And I'm going to talk to him. About keeping his name.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
So
good.
he's a great guy.
Yes, he is.
I met him a few times. It's kind of like unorthodox. I called the realtor, never met him, but I met Ricky before I met the realtor.
Wow, nice.
But a great guy, great family.
Yes.
If he leaves anything, I'd like him to leave the dog. Him.
No.
A beautiful chocolate lab.
There you go.
I can't have it though. Anyway, I don't want to take any more time, but I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
And,
Welcome to Buena.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Sounds like you'll do well.
Thank you. Well, there'll be a lot of activity, especially in the beginning.
Congratulations.
We want to get. Yes.
I'm a friend of Ricky's for about 45
Nice
years.
to meet you.
Good to meet you. I've heard about you.
Good. Stop around. You see the doors open, stop around. Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to address the mayor and council? Okay, seeing none, I need a motion to close the public hearing. Motion Alvarez, second Barshoya. Roll call vote.
Giovinazzi?
Yes.
Alvarez?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Barcelia? Andaloro?
Yes.
Okay, next I need a motion to introduce and pass on first reading, ordinance number 779. This is an ordinance amending ordinance number 761, the salary and wages ranges of municipal officials and employees of the Borough of Buena for the year 2026. Motion, second, Alvarez. Roll call vote?
Givnazzi?
Yes.
Alvarez?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Parsilia? Yes. Andaloro?
Yes.
Next, I have resolution number 217-25.
This is a resolution authorizing execution of a shared service agreement with the Borough of Buena Municipal Utilities Authority for sanitary sewer improvements and related road work to be done. Motion, Andaloro, second, Alvarez. Roll call vote?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, I have resolution number 218-25. This is a resolution between the Borough of Buena and the Borough of Buena Municipal Utilities Authority for a $2 million project financing. Motion Barsolia, second Andaloro. And just before we vote, and you'll have the detail in there, as the public knows or should know that we're just coming off of a $3 million iBank project that has just about been completed as far as the improvements of the infrastructure in Minnetonka section, and they're now moved to Landisville on Summer Avenue.
East Summer.
Yeah, East Summer from Route 40 to Plymouth, going towards Plymouth Road. So they're over there now, and that encompassed that $3 million. So I just want everybody to know out there, this is now an additional $2 million that we're going to be receiving to do the rest of the side roads that are deteriorating and that are really collapsing due to a lot of, poor old sewer lines, I should say, and the compaction that was done back in the day wasn't that good. So we're really doing some major upgrades for a little town like this. I mean, people are commenting to me that they don't see that in some of the bigger towns. So kudos again to the MUA, to this governing body, to support these efforts, because, and especially our engineering firm, and
Thank you.
Joe and Mark de Blasio and Associates, they've been the aggressor. They went after this money, and they did it with vengeance, and it paid off. And this is going to pay off. Separate than this will be some money that they're going to be receiving from the BBMUA, but that's on their own for their water tower improvements. Correct, Joe? So I don't want to, that's separate from us, so we will not be involved in that. But this is all dealing with the roads.
Yep.
Okay, any questions on this one? Hearing none, roll call vote in this resolution.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, we come to the consent agenda. Items of business which are not controversial are put on this. A motion approving the consent agenda is moved, seconded, and voted upon one item at a time by the Borough Council. If any discussion is requested, then it's removed from this and put on regular agenda. So I have the following resolutions. Resolution number 219-25. This is a resolution of the Borough of Buena, County of Atlantic, confirming the sale of a 12 by 210 alleyway, block 191, lots 1, 2, and 4 to the Minnetonka Methodist Church. Next, I have resolution number 220-25. This is a resolution appointing Chief Matt to fill the remaining term of the Emergency Management Coordinator. Next, I have resolution number 221-25, a resolution authorizing the tax collector to refund an overpayment for block 175, lot 3, to ProCap and LLC in the amount of $1,505. Next, I have resolution 222-25, a resolution authorizing tax collector to refund an overpayment for block 199, lot 7, to ProCap LLC in the amount of $1,154.67. Next, I have resolution number 223-25, a resolution authorizing the adoption of the controlled substance and alcohol use and testing policies for the Borough of Buena pursuant to U.S. regulations and the drug alcohol testing policy for non-DOT safety sensitive employees. Lastly, resolution number 224-25, a resolution to amend transfer appropriation balance transfers. Bills paid as listed. Clerk's report, minutes of the meeting of November 24th, 2025. Motion Adams.
Second.
Second Alvarez. Roll call vote?
Yeah. Yes.
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 Next, we'll go to solicitor report. Mr. Tanat?
Mayor, just a brief update on the solar project. As you know, Mr. Walensky has been negotiating with Catalyst Solar, not only for the redevelopment agreement, but also for the land lease. We've come up to a couple glitches in that there's some additional lots that they wish to include in the ground lease. Unfortunately, we don't own those lots, so we're working on that now. There's some other issues that we have to deal with. And one of the main issues, and which I'm going to be handling again, is the for whatever reason, Block 120, Lot 5 and 6, which is our landfill, was part of our open space inventory with the state. I think we can make a good case that it's not proper for it to be part of the open space. So I'm going to make a petition to the DEP to have that removed, because we have to do that anyway in order to move forward with the ground lease. So those are the two real items that we have to be dealing with the landfill, and I think we're going to be successful on both. It's just a matter of trying to get people in line. And the problem with the Rossi is going to be you're dealing with the DEP. So we're going to do that as quickly as we can. I know Senator Selta said he would help us. I know he's also have some personal issues, but I think he'll come through it again anyway. So
That's a good update, Rick, and again, I talked to
Rick,
Rick.
I talked to Mr. Walensky, and we're being very hopeful that this will, proceed ahead and get through these areas that need to be addressed. But good job with that, Rick. Thank you. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, next we'll go to the engineer's report. Mr. Monak?
Thank you, Mayor. All of a sudden it's December, so our office has prepared a year-end summary, basically, and I'd like to read some highlights into the record, if I may.
Yes, you may.
This year, we assisted the borough in 11 planning board reviews, 4 capital projects, 4 grant and loan initiatives, totaling approximately $3.2 million. And to round the year out, we also assisted the borough in providing the engineering and construction management for the final paving of Buena Drive in Minnesota Estates. Lastly, we have enjoyed serving the borough of Buena this past year and look forward to continuing to provide the highest quality services at the greatest value for the borough. Thank you.
Joe,
Good
all
work.
I have to say is A+ to your engineering firm and Mr.
Yep.
de Blasio. Been in government over 30 years. The numbers that he just read off and the initiatives that were achieved and are being achieved are historical since 1949. And again, through this engineer's firm and Joe's hard work and Mark, and again, with the cooperation of our BBMUA, our chairman's here tonight, and one of our other members are here tonight. We've been working in unison for 2 years, and everything, because we all have the same engineering group, is falling into place. And this shows when you work cooperatively with the different levels of government, what can happen here. So again, please give Mr. de Blasio, our grade, and again, we're going to continue forward and move this town as best we can for the betterment of the residents here. So again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dave.
Any questions from the council to
No,
Mr. Monak?
this is an amazing thing. I mean, it's not coming out of our pockets.
Yeah.
We're taking care of a lot of things. MUA, our leaders here, our engineers, and all the hard work that's being done up here. It's paying off. And it's amazing projects that are not going to hurt our residents.
Right. Thank you, George.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, you brought up one thing, and I forgot that under my report tonight. Buena Drive. You know, that's almost 2 years, but we finally got Buena Drive paved for those residents.
It's awesome.
And I'll tell you what, that was a struggle between Mr. Tanetta, Mr. Malinsky, Mr. Monak, I mean, Mr. Niemahay. This thing went on for those residents for almost 13, 14 years. And when I saw that road paved a couple of weeks ago, I said, thank God that before this winter sets in, and here we had that storm yesterday, right, the other day, that, you know, Bill was able to go down there with his tractor and clear that roadway. Because if you didn't have that repair, that road was really terrible and was going to do some damage. So again, I want to report that publicly, that road is now completed. Joe did out his final inspections. Bill went out and made some observations and reported it back. So that should be in closeout, correct, Joe? By the end of the year, that project. So the only thing for the public's knowledge, the lights will come next.
Street lights, yeah.
Joe?
Street lights.
The street lights are next.
Fencing,
Fencing. There was one more, 4 items.
Where's the fencing
And trees.
yeah,
Where's the fencing going?
split rail just behind the
I think it's
sidewalk.
on the south side of the entire property, between the farm field
Oh, in the
and,
back?
yeah,
Towards the
I
back
think.
of it?
So Joe, are they informing you as to the timeline with that? I mean, I'm glad the road's done, right? I know winter's setting in, so I'm assuming the spring. If I get asked a question like for the lights, because I know I'm going to get, that's the next one they're going to ask me.
Yeah,
right.
So-
they haven't provided a schedule as yet.
They have not.
We can request that.
Okay, once you request that, so maybe to start the new year off, if some of the residents down there ask me, Mayor, when their lights are coming in, I could let them know. But again, thank you for your hard work there.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, we'll go to committee reports, planning, zoning, and inspections. Councilman Giovinazzi.
I have nothing to report.
Okay, thank you. Next, we'll go on to finance, tax collector and assessor, Chairman Alvarez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So we're closing out our budget year, making our last few transfers, and already talking about a game plan for next year's budget,
Okay.
and how we're going to keep good control of all departments, and being able to report out to all the council on what's going on monthly, including our department leads, where they stand on their budgets, where they're expected, where they're at,
Okay.
and how we make it up throughout the year and make it a really smooth, something new, but I got a vision on it, and I think it's going to work out pretty good.
Very good.
That's all I have.
Thank you, George. Next, we'll go to public safety and streetlights, Council President Adams.
For the fire department, we had 4 calls for service this month, and to date, we have 182 calls for service, so the fire department has been active. And they want to announce that they'll be escorting Santa Claus around the borough, Minnetonka, Lanesville neighborhoods on Friday, December 19th, that's this coming Friday, at 5 p.m. Please come out when you hear the sirens and give Santa a wave to kick off your holiday season. Following Santa's escort, he will return to Buena Borough Fire Department around 7:30 p.m. for hot cocoa. All are welcome to come warm up and visit with Santa. So things are happening with the fire department. Under EMS, they've been busier. They had a total for November of 85 calls for service, 68 in the borough, and then they backed up for 6 calls in Buena Vista Township, 10 calls in Vineland. So that's how busy Vineland is. They're calling us in for backup. And we actually went out to Millville for 1 call for assistance. EMS has been busy, and the busiest has been the police department. That's not good, but it's fact. 754 calls for service for the month of November, 265 motor vehicle stops, 230 tickets issued,
18 criminal arrests, 1 dispute, one DWI arrest. And that DWI, was that at the parade? No, it wasn't. We'll get that in December's report. Okay, more to come on that. Disputes, 8 disputes, 12 motor vehicle crashes, 9 well-being checks, 153 business checks. So, sir, we come around, the police department comes around after hours and checks your doors, make sure they're locked, drives around, so if you see them, you're not targeted for anything, they're just doing their job and checking on businesses. So that's part of their service. 7 animal complaints, 71 medical assist, 12 domestic calls, 2 assaults, and 26 burglar and fire alarms. And Officer of the Month is our K-9 officer, I believe. It is Officer Greg Halleckman, badge number 1165, and K-9 Sater. Officer Halleckman is currently assigned to the Patrol Division as a shift leader and is a member of the department's K-9 unit with his partner Sater. Halleck had a very productive month in November and utilized Sater several times in order to seize narcotics during motor vehicle stops. He also conducted 34 motor vehicle stops, issued 44 tickets, made 4 criminal arrests, the 1 drunk driving arrest, and handled 9 investigations. So please pass on our congratulations to Officer Halleck.
Thank you, Chief.
And I do not have animal...
He was going to say something.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I just said I don't have an animal control report, so...
Yeah, I actually have a couple things I wanted to touch on. Last Saturday, we did our shop with a cop. We had 12 children from the borough that were recommended to us from Dale Elementary. We took them shopping at Walmart in Williamstown. I want to publicly thank a couple businesses in the borough that donated over $1,500 to us. Leeway Electrical, Uncle Ricky's, Buna Liquors, Joe and Frank Medio, and All Cars and Trucks LLC. Overall, we raised about $15,000. And we took almost 70 kids shopping last Saturday. So I want to thank those businesses in the borough that donated, and we really had a good time with those families.
You know how happy those kids are.
Yeah, very. The second thing was, last night I was alerted around 7 o'clock that we had almost 200 residents out of electricity. So I immediately called Doug. We formulated a plan to open up a warming center in the borough for families that were experiencing no heat. Got together with Councilwoman Angelora, Bill, Mary Ann, the fire chief. It was a seamless transition to get the community center open, and we were able to get that open for any residents, like I said, that needed to get warm. We also contacted Land County OEM and were able to get in contact with ACE. They immediately sent us a truck. They originally told us that electricity wasn't going to be back on in the borough until 11 o'clock tonight, and we were able to get that done by 11 o'clock last night. So with our efforts, we were able to do that for the residents.
Yeah, it was a great job. It was his first call to duty as
Our fill-in for OEM. You are now. Listen, Chief, that was a test, so you passed. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Doug. Next, we go to Recreation, Councilwoman Barsoya.
The report, from my report, they had their parade last weekend. Can I turn that over to you? Because I was
Sure.
there.
The executive board is here. If you guys could stand up, our president, our vice president, and our secretary, Denise, Christina, and Carly, they and their crew, I should say, their elves. It was a great local parade. Went from Cleary School down here to the Borough Hall. The hit was the snow machine. That was great. The wind was blowing perfect. It was taking snowflakes right onto the Christmas tree. So thank you, ladies, and thank you to your group. There's one of the elves sitting right there.
Where's the elf?
Right there. Christina, your mom. She was one of the helping elves. So there was a couple hundred people? At least a couple hundred people. We did it differently. We closed the parking lot off. The whole room was
turned into Santa's workshop. The kids came in, sat on Santa's lap, pictures were taken. They had a basket for Santa's Christmas list or letters, yeah. I haven't wrote one for a while, so.
You got cold.
Yes. Actually, coal's pretty expensive now.
That one got set back. Oh, yeah.
So it was a great parade. A lot of participants. They gave away how many trophies? 3? Yeah, first, second, and third place for different themes. Was it? How did that work? First, second, and third. Thank you, Bill, for the trophies. So it was a nice event.
Next, we have, we're meeting tomorrow at 12 o'clock for congressional spending. We're taking a second attempt at that. We were passed over last year. We're going for it for the lighting in the park. So we're hoping to move forward with additional funding.
Yes, this is, as you know, we got $100,000 from the state this past year to upgrade our light fixtures in the park for softball and baseball. Prior to me coming back, I know there was an application that was made through Congressman Van Drew's office regarding some federal funding to fund that project, which it was turned in late or whatever. It got rated in a late position, so Maureen and I are going to go on live tomorrow through Senator Kim's office now. He's our state senator, so they're encouraging us to apply. They wanted municipal representatives to do the justification, so tomorrow we're going to hopefully start that process. And our goal is to illuminate Malini Field from the front all the way back to the girls' softball field. To put modern day lights. The efficiency is going to be much better, and safety, public safety. These poles that are like, some of them are like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I mean, it's scary. So we're going to be aggressive with that again in 2026, and this is a start that we're going to start tomorrow. Anything else, Marina?
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Next we'll go to Buildings, Grounds, and Improvements, Councilwoman Andalura.
Mayor, I just have a few things. Naturally, with the winter setting in, we had a few problems. The Borough Hall, we had to have the contractor come in and check the heating system out, which is, part of it was upgraded last year, but we really need a whole new system. It's been here since the building was here. And also, so they're getting back to us. We needed seals for the heating part. Also at the firehouse, we have 3 boilers from 1985 since the firehouse was built. Only one was working, and we needed heat in the floors for the trucks. I believe we need a circulation pump to pump the water into the system under the floors. And we're waiting for an estimate for that. And with all these old buildings, we really have to think ahead and try to work on maybe getting capital improvement funding or doing something to upgrade. So
and just to comment on that, Councilwoman, I think we discussed this, that in particular that fire building in Minatola in Minatola on the Wheat Road, even at Buena Borough, that system also is very, very old.
Yep.
And I spoke with Bill, and this will be, Councilman Alvarez, a request that's going to be put in for capital to definitely replace those units, because they're old. We could be spending money and all, and I think it's high time now that we look into this. We get some estimates, some good numbers. And the good news with that capital is that's not all money we have to go out and borrow, because we do, just for the public's knowledge, have a portion of money when Minatola Fire Company and Landisville were dissolved, came back to our budget when we formed the fire company. And we can use parts of that money to relieve taxation. We can use parts of that money to help with stuff like this, where these parts get older. There's multiple ways that we can finance this thing. So it's not like a total debt to go out at 100%, George, is what I'm saying. We could sit down, the finance committee, Pat, you get us the numbers, and this
I'm
is
waiting for
something, yeah, that we'll look at moving into 2026. But I agree with you. You know, we really, you know,
Nothing was done. for
yeah,
years.
I mean, for years, some of it was let go, and now we have to pick up that ball, but that's fine. Thank God we have some of that funding, and when George, you know, calls for the finance committee meetings, we can project that into next year. So you
We're
won't run
getting
into...
multiple quotes.
Yeah, she's going to get
We're
multiple
getting
quotes.
multiple quotes.
Yes, she's working on that now.
Good work.
Anything else, Pat?
That's it.
Okay,
Are
thank
we,
you.
before we go on, are we looking at what we have here in the Borough Hall?
Oh, yeah, we have
system,
to.
Yeah,
right?
she has-
We have to do that.
Yeah, she has
Besides,
notes on that, too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
those buildings.
Joe, I have one more
Yes.
thing I'd like to bring up.
Sure.
Saturday night, I went to Alfo's.
Oh, yeah, I was there, too, yes.
I don't even know what to call it. I guess Christmas.
Display.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wonderland.
His
Christmas
Wonderland that he has over there next to St. Michael's
Calls for
Church.
claws is the
Oh.
technical
It's all
name.
free to the public. All it is
Donate.
donations from anybody that comes in, goes to underprivileged kids. He
Yes.
doesn't take one dime. And it's amazing the
Oh,
setup
my
that
God.
he has in that
Oh.
place. It's
Yeah.
like, the town is like unbelievable to have something like that Mr. Alfo does for this town.
Yeah, yeah, he's right.
doing it.
Yeah, he and his family, yeah, they work all year round with that. And they're also doing some other, like Halloween time, not
Yes.
like this, but they do things, and the councilman's correct. All that goes to underprivileged kids and families. So they get that money, whatever they raise, and they give back to the needy. And isn't that what life's all about?
Yeah.
I mean, if you could help people in need,
Yeah.
especially children, to make their holiday a little bit richer, you know, this is what's great about this little small town versus big towns. Just to let you know that we do these type of things, and it's just amazing. But yeah, thanks for commenting on that. So we'll go to unfinished business now. I have a couple items. The first one is, I want to read to council a letter I received today, or a note from the family of Joseph Salvatore Rizzuto, who was our electrical inspector that passed away. And it just says to the council, thank you for your gift of flowers and remembrance of Joe. He spoke very fondly of the Borough of Buena and all the employees. I am sure he will be missed by many. Andrea, and that was from his wife. So I got that in today. I just want to put that for the record of correspondence. Next, I want to read a letter of resignation to the mayor and council. Please accept this letter of resignation as Buena Borough Land Use Board member. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve. Sincerely, Jenna Baruffi. So I need a motion to accept that. Motion Adams.
Second.
Second Barsoya. Roll call vote.
Yes.
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 Okay, Nicole, so I'll give you Bill to keep pieces of correspondence to put back in. Any other unfinished business to come before mayor and council?
Just so much stuff is going on in this little town. And, I mean, all these leaders that are out here, departments, residents, and things that are going on in this town, and like that site that we have next to the church for the folks, like, it almost seems like a dream, right? Because you say, holy moly, all this is happening in this little, 7 square mile
Yeah.
that's full of farms, and we have all these residents that are so involved. We haven't seen this place filled up like this consistently for years, and everybody's got their hands in there,
Teamwork.
including like our solicitor as well. And Bill, your department did a nice job out there. I was riding around, I go, hey, nice roads. And so thank you. I know you do a lot for us, but end of the year, just want to say thank you, because we all talk about it, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're always, the mayor's always bringing it up as well.
Yep.
So, that's it.
Okay, new business. Buena Regional High School Superintendent Search Community Input Session. I know we had some correspondence on that. I believe.
I could
You want to come on that, Councilman?
help you out on that one.
December 18th?
I was contacted by the president of the school board. She asked if we could put it on our website and several other places. So I worked with Nicole and Marianne. We added it to our calendar, and what they're doing is getting the employees, all the teachers' input at one point in time, and now they're getting the public's input on what the public would like to see in a superintendent. Right now, our superintendent is done, and I understand that there's a substitute superintendent right now, and they're working with the School Boards Association to put this search on. So if anybody's interested in it, it is on the, what was it, the 19th? No.
18th, right?
It's on the 18th.
I think it's the 18th.
It's on the 18th in the afternoon, but you could go to our borough calendar. It's on there if you want to attend and listen and talk or, you know, comment, that this is the time for the public to do it.
Very good.
Is that right here, Doug?
Excuse me?
Is that right here?
No, it's at one of the schools. I don't know if
The
it's
high school,
at the high
right?
school or Cleary.
Yeah, the high
But it's on our website. Say it louder. 10 a.m. and 6:30.
At Buena Regional High School, right?
Yeah.
Library.
Thank
Okay, any other new business from council? Okay, seeing none, on behalf of Mayor and Council, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And congratulations.
Yeah, and
Good luck.
congratulations on our new business owner coming in. I think you'll like this community. You may even have to consider coming from Ocean City, maybe relocating to Buena.
We can find you a house.
Yeah, we'll find you a house, so.
I just have to get off Route 40.
Okay, we'll get you off Route
I don't
40.
have time for the unit, just go on Route 40. I gotta drive around.
Okay, yeah. And again, before we leave with Quinn Broadcasting, this has been a full year now. We've been with my cousin Jim Quinn and his employees here. I'd like to thank both of them tonight for attending and covering our meetings once a month. Yeah, Jim's my cousin through my father-in-law, Harry Curley. And he's a special good guy. He really is a people person. I watch Channel 22 all the time. He has everybody and anybody on there that, you know, again, contributes, and he just likes to be involved with people. And this year, we were fortunate enough, again, I want to mention those 4 sponsors, Allen Associates, who covers our insurances, have sponsored these meetings. John Frendino, who owns Global Concrete, he was generous enough to be one of our sponsors. Blaze Mazzoni from Mazzoni Investments also sponsored these meetings this year. And Newfield Bank, with P.D. Capizzola, my lifelong friend that I went to high school with. He was generous enough to sponsor these meetings. So moving into 2026, I spoke to Jim, if we could get a couple more sponsors, we probably could have even more than one meeting. He may do some special things that we want to come in with, even like the Christmas parade, for example, or anything. If we could get a couple more sponsors on board, he can offer more, programs. This is on Facebook. It's now on our Buena Borough website, correct? The council was very involved with that. And it's on, I think, YouTube. So it's just not Channel 22. If you'd like to see this meeting in its entirety, they're covering it in those different avenues. So again, thank you to Quinn Broadcasting for supporting us this year. And they will be at the next reorganization meeting. That's our next meeting. I can't believe this year went by so fast. January 5th, 2025 at 6 p.m. We will be reorganizing business for 2026. So here we go. Okay, motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion Barsoya,
Second.
second and Laura. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mayor.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you, Chief.
Patrick.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC. Programming that serves the South Jersey market.